Many people with disabilities experience life quite differently. They may not have a sense of presence in the community and may not have access to activities they prefer or desire. Often, they never experience choice. Historically, people with disabilities have not been acknowledged in society, or if they were, it may have been in a negative way. Fortunately, 3 federal laws were passed in order to protect the rights of people with disabilities and ensure their inclusion in many aspects of society.
Proud and defiant, 500 to 600 people in wheelchairs with walking canes and hearing aids storm the regional office of Health, Education, and Welfare in San Francisco. Their purpose? To stop discrimination against the disabled, no matter what the consequences.
I now lift my pen to sign this Americans with Disability Act and say, let the shameful wall of exclusion finally come tumbling down. God bless you all.
In 2008, George Bush signed into law an amendment to the Americans with Disabilities Act, which became effective in 2009. One of the goals of the new law was to make it easier for employees to prove they have a disability.
Inclusion is a natural process. When you think about it, it's the basis of community. And every citizen makes up this community, even those who have been hidden or that are closed off to the community.
Getting fair treatment from others.
Making the physical environment as usable to as many people as possible.
Challenging the mentality that people with intellectual disabilities cannot have a job.
Eliminating the belief that people with disabilities are unhealthy, are less able to do things.
I want to be able to make choices.
Things have changed. They have improved. We still have a ways to go. But overall, things have gotten much better because of access to better health services, access to the ability to go out in the community, to work. The idea that someone with an intellectual disability can work just like you or me.
My sister was working for Senator Judith Zafrani, and she was working on this bill with my sister, and she really liked this bill, and she wanted to get to make it a law and get it passed, and it's called the Respectful Language Bill. I went and testified for a couple of times down there, a lot, and we finally got the law passed through both sides, the Senate and House. And what does that do is it replaces the R word in all regulations and encyclopedias and stuff like that.
I saw a need for help with their meals because the money that they get for their meals sometimes is could be $100. And so $100, if you don't know how to cook, doesn't go a whole month for one person to eat on. So I started this class because I realized how many people out there in the community that are hungry for the last week of the month or the last week and a half of the month. And so I wanted to start this cooking class that I started, and this program gave me a grant for that. When I found out that there were people out there that needed this skill, I was like, okay, I can do something.
How do we create a community that can include people with disabilities? We do this through the people that are inspired to make a difference. They encourage volunteers to realize their gifts and to share them with others.
They are trying to function in society, and you need to be able to interact with them, and it makes them feel important. Smile at them, just acknowledge that they are there so that they don't feel like they're just walking through this world without anybody looking at them. They deserve to be spoken to, loved on. Just acknowledge that they are here with us.
Let them be responsible for something, because these are the things that are going to help them to grow into someone with confidence.
Do you have 1 hour a week? Just 1 hour a week. Think about it. In the span of our day, I'm asking for 1 hour a week. And you said for what? A book club. There's one, it's called the Geek Club. They read the Narnia Chronicles. So I had the opportunity to go sit in on their book club for 1 hour. I was blown away.
Invite them into your organization or whatever idea. If you start an organization, invite them into the organization. Give them responsibilities. Give them a part to your organization and see what happens, because they're going to surprise you.
There are times that we'll be walking through the store and he gets really excited and his arms start flapping and he's going, whoa, 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 whoa. A lot of people turn their head and they look. And it used to really offend me. I used to make him stop. Now when he runs through the store like that, sometimes me and my husband will copy him and run with him. And if people are gonna stare, let them stare, because I want him to feel like he belongs.
I've learned not to be afraid of individuals with disabilities or anyone that's different than I am, and that everyone has the right to be able to have access, to be able to be out in the community, to be able to work, to be able to have a family.
I would hope that there would be a lot more acceptance. There would be a lot more avenues for our kids.
In my lifetime, I would like to see more people getting hired in jobs. I want to see people being accepted and respected towards other people.
But remember, they're no different than me or you. They want the same things out of life.
In every community, we see people that are inspired to make a difference by sharing their passion to help. They encourage volunteers to realize their gifts and talents and to become a part of a community of inclusion, champions of inclusion.
You can be a champion of inclusion.